Today, we're playing in the FA Cup. The team we're playing? Chorley, a Vanarama National League North team. This is winnable, folks. We could, maybe, make it to the FA Cup proper. The fourth qualifying round is the final qualifying round before League 2 and League 1 teams come in. This is a chance to set ourselves up for a payday. Obviously, we don't need the money here as much as we have at previous clubs, but it'd still be quite nice to get. And if that wasn't enough to tantalise your Football Manager taste buds, the second game today is against Curzon Ashton, away from home. They're in second, we're in first. Yeah, today is going to be spicy. I think I'm ready, let's do this. How's it going, folks, and welcome back. This is episode number 3 of Park to Prem with FC United. As you've already been briefed, today is big, and I say today, if you watched yesterday's episode, you already know what happened there. This video is being recorded the day before it goes up, which is my normal schedule, so if you're sat there looking at me going, Jack, you look the same as you did yesterday. I hate to ruin the illusion, everyone. The videos were recorded on the same day. I know, I could have changed my shirt and pretended, but it's not worth the hassle. Yeah, today we've got Chorley, we've also got Curzon Ashton. I have, of course, sat down today and played a fair bit of Football Manager, and well, as you can see here, we have played 6 matches since we're last here. We have remained unbeaten. Of course, last time we took on Scarborough Athletic. Following on from that, we beat Stafford Rangers 1-0. Harry Wallace with a free kick goal in this game, a really, really good goal for him. It's kind of weird. I've noticed that a lot of our players are developing in really oddly specific areas as of late. I mean, if we just look at the development here, you can see his off the ball has shot up massively in a month. I've seen this occasionally in Football Manager. We've seen it with Jones throughout his time at the club. If we just look at his development. Now, for some reason, obviously, when you move teams in Football Manager, you can only see their development for the time that they've been at the club. But with Jones, we can see his development since he's been at Three Bridges, which is very satisfying. Is there a more satisfying thing in Football Manager, actually, than the player development when you do it like over all time and just look at all the improvements? You know what? These green arrows, they might be the best site in Football Manager. I know what a better site, though, is, and that's goals. And that is something that we were lacking. If we just look back over the first 2 months of the season, despite this sea of green, despite the lack of red, and, well, we've still gone unbeaten in the game since, there was a distinct lack of goals. Yes, defensively we've been good, but we weren't doing enough going forward. And so with that, tweaked the tactics slightly. One thing that I've done is I've removed the force kind of play through the middle or focus play through the middle. Our home ground is a very, very narrow pitch. So playing it through the middle just felt a little counterintuitive. We might as well use what little width exists. It's not like teams are spread wide on our pitch and there's channels to move into. So because of that, we've changed those bits up. In transition, we're looking to press a little bit more, still looking to play out from the back. And out of possession, I have moved the lines forward quite significantly. Of course, the tactic we're playing here was based off the Three Bridges tactic. And because Three Bridges were more of an underdog, we were more willing to sit back and then try and hit teams on the break, invite them forward, get their defensive line high, and then obviously use the pace of our strikers. I feel like that's somewhat less of a factor with our team here. So we're looking to press that little bit more. I have also changed up some player roles. We are trying Wallace as an advanced playmaker because he got 21 assists last year. He's got 1 so far this year. So despite these goals being scored, and don't get me wrong, the goals are brilliant, I would like him to assist a little bit more. So the advanced playmaker has moved up the pitch, and then McIntyre, who was previously playing as an advanced playmaker, we are now playing as a centre mid on attack. You can see here kind of the attributes that go into the roles that he's obviously playing in. And then when it comes to the instructions, I'm using a few instructions that I was using in the Streamer Showdown on a centre mid on attack, looking for him to attack forward and having not had the best start to the season. He put in a couple of good performances here and there, including against Mikulova. We'll talk about that in a moment. Let's get back to the games. So with our new look tactic, with us looking to press more, have we been able to get more goals? Yeah. Yes, we have. And we've also conceded a few more, which is a bit unfortunate. Against Radcliffe, we drew 2-2. Yannick and Nesta with the goals in this one. We then beat Southport in the FA Cup third qualifying round. Now, I did consider coming back to do this in an episode, but given the fact they were bottom of the Vanarama National League North, I don't know. It didn't seem as significant. If we went out the FA Cup, it wasn't the end of the world. But the fact now, of course, we're 1 game away from the first round proper, it does feel like a little bit more of an occasion. But yeah, really good goal here. It was Mikulski with it in the 6th minute, and then we defended well for the rest of the game. Anyway, the goals continued to flow as we beat Witton Albion 3-1. Harry Lee grabbing a couple of goals from set pieces there, the centre-back. Against Mikulova, A classic. A classic so much so, let's watch the highlights. So in this game, away from home, we came back 3 times. Unfortunately, we could never get in the lead. We could never get the win, but we showed a good bit of character, shall we say, in the words of Brendan Rodgers. We were 3-1 down and we came back to 3-3 actually, which is probably more of an impressive comeback really. Nice goal there. Mikulski setting up Wallace in the centre for his 6th goal of the season. Mikulski in this game got a goal and 2 assists. Of course, he's on £800 a week. He has to be the main man. This was a game here where he kind of justified his wages. But yeah, as you can see here, they grabbed their 3rd of the game to make it 3-1 with a cross to the back post. And it was at that point that we had to go very attacking for the last 18 minutes. Leave ourselves open at the back. Did it leave us open? No. And in fact, we scored a couple. Mikulski with a really good finish for this one into the bottom corner, in off the post. Couldn't have put it in a better spot. And then very, very late on, 89th minute, Mbeka was playing right back to end the game. Mikulski inside McIntyre. Not the craziest long shot, but give Nesta some credit. Of course, the Canadian playing that new role, played it very well. And yeah, his goal return has been pretty good as of late. 3 goals, 2 assists at 19 years old. For a man with low self-belief, he better start believing soon, because he's good enough at this level. Our most recent game was against Loughborough, won this one 2-0. Nice standard performance. And with that, as you've already seen, we remain top of the league, but our opposition in the next match, after we deal with the FA Cup, that small matter, is Curzon Ashton, who right now are in 2nd. They have a very similar record to us. We are the only unbeaten team left in the league. I have a sneaking suspicion playing them away from home, the team predicted to finish top, is going to be a proper test for us today. But before that first test, we've got the small matter of Chorley in the FA Cup. Of course, in the FA Cup, we get a couple of extra spots on the bench for the fan club out there. Curtis Gaylor is on the bench. He's been training well as of late. I feel like every episode we have to just dedicate 5 seconds just to acknowledge he's still here whilst he is. The rest of the team, though, very, very standard. Nothing crazy going on. As I said, Mikulski has been top drawer as of late. 2 goals, 2 assists. The 27-year-old really exemplifying his class, I feel like, at this level. Hopefully, he is going to be a good little difference maker as a player who's played in the National League, in the National League North as well, I do believe. I would like to think that he knows what's required of him here against this calibre of opposition. Chorley are a good team. As I've already mentioned, I think the division that we're in is really high in quality. I'd actually argue that there's a fair few teams in our league who would probably do quite well in the National North. But Chorley are a team towards the top of the National North. We've got to be wary of them today. And, well, we're going to just tell the players that we've got faith in them. Can we cause a bit of a cup upset? We're away from home here. This is the 4th qualifying round. If we win here, we have the dream of a League 1 or League 2 opposition, potentially. And maybe a little bit of TV money. That would be nice, wouldn't it? We are, of course, playing in our iconic red kit. And, well, unfortunately for us, there might be some early defending needed. It's hard to defend a free kick that goes into the top corner like that, isn't it? Well, that was insane. That's not the start I really wanted. 6 minutes in, and Mooney, I mean, he's singing in the rain, isn't he? He could not have put that into a better spot. We won't panic just yet. It's not ideal. We've got our own set piece, though. Crow back post, Lean heads it back across. It hit Nesta, and then it got cleared away. My oh my. I mean, at least we're creating stuff going forward, and 67% of the ball. We're going to be fine. I'm confident. Maybe. Half an hour gone here. I mean, we're dominating the game, but without dominating it, if that makes sense. We're having all the chances. They've had just the one shot that went in from the free kick. And beyond that, it's just been us with the ball, creating chances, but not seeing any highlights. But maybe there's a chance here. Gold is quick. Mikulski plays him through, and he does a little chicken dance. And, well, the man who is traditionally our target forward has turned up there with a real poacher's finish, playing off the shoulder of his partner in crime in Mikulski. Jones played it across. McIntyre with that defence-splitting pass. The nod-on was perfectly weighted. Keeper came out. Gold got there first. Gold. We could spell his name Goal and then put a D on them for gold because he scores so many. Maybe. It's terrible, isn't it? Maybe that's not going to stick. Right, corner for them. Mooney's going to whip it in. Oh my word, that's gone across the face of goal. It's fine though, it's still 1-1. That was only their second shot. Everything's fine. Calm, everyone. Calm. At the break here, they have had 2 shots all half. We've been very, very good. We maybe didn't create quite as much as I would like as the half went on. So with an hour gone, going to make some changes. Wallace has not played very well at centre attack in mid, so we're going to move Nesta McIntyre higher up the pitch. And then I'm going to bring in Hancock, a player who I don't think we've introduced you guys to yet. We signed him on a freebie. He was a free agent. He's played a little bit at a few different levels. At 19 years old, he's an Aussie. He was injured to start the year. He's back fit now. Very, very technically gifted. And as a centre mid on attack, for this level, he is not too shabby. Besides that one change, though, not going to go too crazy just yet. Plenty of time left in this game. I believe if it finishes 1-1, we do go to a return leg, and I think that would move the Curzon Ashton game. So if that happens, then the second match of today will be the FA Cup. Considering we've already had 2 FA Cup replays, the fixtures have been piling up. You might have noticed we have got some games in hand in the league. I could really do with not drawing this one and not losing more matches in the league where we continue to play catch-up in terms of just the number of games played. But if it's a choice between a replay and a loss, I'll take the replay every day. But I'd like to think we can maybe create something here. As Mikulski goes down, Pai took him down. It was Nesta with the ball through, moved up into that advanced playmaker role. And now all eyes are on Mbeka. He's scored, I think, 3 out of 3 penalties so far this year. He's definitely not missed one. Can he score here? Of course he can. And, well, within, 6 minutes of the tactical changes, Nesta, playing slightly higher up the pitch, turns provider, and Mbeka from the spot. And we have the lead in this game for the first time, and we really deserve it. We've been on top here. I'll tell you what, Sam Warburton at left-back has been good this year. 5 assists in 12. Today, he's on a 6.1. Probably should have taken him off sooner, but we've got Lucas Perry on the bench who can come in as our backup left-back. So let's bring him in and hope that we can see out this game. I don't want to change things too drastically, but I am just going to tell the players to time waste a little bit more, lower the tempo, shorter passing. Let's hold on to the play as much as we can. We don't need to, you know what, we will counter-press, but we're going to hold our shape a little bit more when we get the ball, just to avoid any counter-attacks. And you can see here, they're now throwing men forward. They know they have to, surely. With 5 minutes left, surely they're not going to get a chance here. Surely that's too much to expect. I mean, if we could get another, that would ease the burden. With that pun there, by the way, I probably now deserve to concede. But let's see what can happen. Mbeka, McIntyre, Hancock's making a run through the middle. So's Mikulski. He's hit it in. I think he's onside. I thought initially he was off, but he isn't. He makes it 3-1. He's earning the big bucks up top. And while McIntyre, we've been playing him at centre mid all year, play him at centre attacking mid for 2 minutes, and he's got 2 assists. I say 2 minutes. It's been 30 minutes of the game, but really inspired change. Maybe that's a little bit of food for thought. Massive result for us, though. A deserved win in the FA Cup. Always good to go far in this competition because there is a lot of TV money potentially available. Of course, we're going to hope that we can get maybe a League 2 or League 1 opposition team. Really, with the FA Cup, the big money starts to come in the 3rd round. So maybe lower league opposition would be fine. You know, give us someone in our own league. I'll happily play anyone at our level. I did not realise this. Gold hadn't scored in 10 hours. I guess that's a testament to how much he's done as a kind of supporting act this season. I didn't even realise he hadn't scored in ages, so great to see him get off the mark. Maybe our players are coming into form when it really matters. And that is ahead of a very, very big game. Now, in that match, I took off Wallace and I put McIntyre forward. Now, I'm just wondering, McIntyre as an advanced playmaker in the middle is very, very good for this level. Like, his mentals are ridiculous. Like, he could probably do an okay job at kind of National League level, to be honest, in this very specific role. I feel like Wallace also, I might be crazy here, I feel like he could be a pretty good centre mid on attack. In fact, when you look at it like that, yeah, I think he can do a job there. So I might try these 2 guys swapped around for this next game against Curzon Ashton. It's in 3 days' time. So before I skip forward, let's just give all the players a nice long rest. Now, as much as I want the FA Cup to be a priority this year, just because it has, you know, a lot of exciting potential in terms of money, we have got to focus on the league and what's going on here. As you can see, we are unbeaten. We have 23 goals scored for, as do Curzon Ashton, who have actually conceded a goal less than us. Yes, we have remarkably similar records. As you can see here, they have now lost 2 games. They have played a game more than us. Elsewhere, Lancaster City have a game in hand on us, which if they win, would take them above us. So whilst we're sat top of the table and it kind of looks pretty, we can't take any chances here. We need to play well. Also, Blythe Spartans, who we beat on the first day of the season. Last episode when I was here, they were in 10th. All of a sudden, they're in 4th and playing really, really well. I detest how competitive this league is. Now, in terms of my team selection, we're going to go with a team that did pretty well in the FA Cup against Chorley, and that team is the one you can see here. Of course, that one change, we're swapping around Wallace and McIntyre. McIntyre getting 2 assists from centre attacking mid kind of makes me want to see what he can do if we start him there. So a big opportunity for the 19-year-old today. Elsewhere in the team, Jones and Becker, Wallace going to, of course, be the midfield trio. At the back, no changes needed. We've talked a lot about Dylan Crowe, who still leads the league for average rating. But another player who's had a tremendous season is actually Harry Lee at left centre-back. He has got 4 player of the matches in 13 games. He's only scored 2 goals. His player of the matches are absolutely ridiculous. You can see here an average rating of 7.54. Not bad for a centre-back. Yeah, hopefully he can have a great performance for us today. Certainly defensively, we've looked relatively solid this season. And I did almost forget, don't get 7 subs in the league. So I have to restructure the bench that was set up for the FA Cup. That does mean Gala not on the bench today. Sorry, Gala fans. So there's no doubt this is going to be a pretty stern test. Curzon Ashton, relegated last year, predicted to top the league relatively comfortably. They've started the season well, but we've looked good too. I'm hoping today we're going to state our intent. A draw, I'd probably still take at the end of today. Already halfway through the first half, and you might have caught it there. No shots for us so far. Not really what we want to see, but all it takes is one defence-splitting pass. And I feel like with the creativity we have in our midfield, that pass exists in our team. Let's see if we can make it happen, shall we? Gold, inside to Wallace, of course, now playing as a centre mid on attack, gives it back to Gold. The number 9 bursts through. Could he find the bottom corner here? Of course he blooming can. Hadn't scored in 10 hours. We hit start record today. He's got 2 goals in 2 games. And I'll tell you what, that was one hell of a finish. I'm not going to mention his finishing. You all know the number by now. A little give and go. And Wallace, who, well, he made the big call to change up his position. He's got an assist all of a sudden, and maybe this is the future. Maybe this is the shape I should be playing. Really nice goal, though. Completely against the run of play, but we'll take it. And, well, there's another highlight straight away. I feel like I say that a lot. They come in pairs, I feel like, highlights. Warburton to Wallace. Back to Warburton, who whips in. Gold is back post. He scored again. Stephen Gold. He's a giant. He can jump. He can header. And he's made it 2-0. He's on for a hat-trick. And I don't want to say it too loudly because it makes me feel a bit dirty. I think we've had 2 shots in this game and they've both gone in. When it goes against you in Football Manager, you hate it. When it goes in your favour, you're happy as Larry. Yeah, I don't think I could be much more pleased than that. And apparently it didn't even count as a shot because Football Manager's weird. 7 minutes left of the half, plus any added time. Could we get a third? I feel like I'm getting greedy, hoping for a third here. We have been second best in a lot of areas today, but we've been clinical going forward. We've limited their opportunities, and while we might have a bit of defending to do here as Harker. Don't know why he dived for that ball, but you know what? If he wants to do a save for the camera, who am I to judge? Yannick plays the ball wide. There is no one wide. It's straight to their left back, who's then going to lump it forward. We've got some good old traditional non-league, lower league English football here, just being lumped from one centre-back to the other. Let's see if maybe we can try and build something from the back, or maybe we're just going to lump it forward for Gold to knock down. McIntyre plays in Wallace. Can he finish it? He very nearly did. As a centre mid on attack, you can see how high up the pitch he's capable of getting there. Tad disappointing. We couldn't grab a third there, but let's not worry too much. So at the break, really good performance. We started the half very slow. They had all the chances. We got a goal, we got a second, and then really the game swung, and we've been in control ever since. I think they had 1 shot in the second half of the first half after we scored. So no response coming from them just yet. We're in a great position here to secure what would be, at this very early stage, a massive, monumental win. Certainly something we want to hold on for. With 60 minutes gone here, they've changed up some personnel. In fact, they've made all of their subs. And I think I'm going to make some subs of my own because we've got a few bookings accumulating. I'm going to bring in Daniel Hancock, who we brought on last game. A very versatile centre mid. He's going to have to drop in and play as a bit of a ball winner for us, which, I mean, it's not really his forte, but at this level, I think sometimes you just have to put a square peg into a round hole and hope it works. Elsewhere, Jones has been struggling a little bit. I'm going to bring in Walton, who, for a box-to-box midfielder, can't really run, but given the fact he's only got to run for 30 minutes, I'm hoping he'll be fine to do that. Free kick in a wide area here. Just as I was about to shout at the players, I might have to change the shout that I was going to do. It hits the woodwork. Nesta gets it away, and it remains 2-0 here, but don't love it. Going to shout demand more. Demand more. It's my go-to shout. It was broken a few years ago in Football Manager where you could shout it in all occasions and it worked. I still feel like it's pretty good now. I always get told in the comment section about how I'm doing the shouts wrong. If we score here, I'm going to claim that demand more is still overpowered. Walton, Gold for the hat-trick. tipped over by the goalkeeper. It was a crazy save. That really would have put the game beyond doubt, but unfortunately, huge hand by the keeper. Still 2-0, only 15 minutes left. This is fine. You know what? No more highlights. Let's just end the game now, Football Manager. We don't need to see anything more from this game. Golds finished the 2 chances that came his way, and you know what? The game's actually listening. Yep, that's fine. Everyone pack up your bags. Go home. We're done here. 2-0 win. That is massive. Truth be told, they created nothing in this game, and well, we created... I was going to say a lot. Not really. We just took the chances that came our way. But sometimes Football Managers like that. And today, 2 tricky games. We're coming away with 2 wins. How could you not celebrate that? I've clicked on Gainsborough Trinity by accident. So looking at the league table, Lancaster City were taking on Blythe Spartans at the top of the table. And Lancaster City got a 94th minute penalty that they scored to go up to second. And as I already mentioned, they have a game in hand on us. If they won that 3-0... they do go above us. So as lovely as the league table looks, we can't take anything for granted. And Mikulski is out for 3 to 4 weeks. That's not ideal. I mean, a bit of pain. I mean, look, gold scoring, so at least we've got that going for us. But with Mikulski out, I mean, it's going to be between Mikey O'Neill, Keaton Mulvey, and then also we do have a man coming back from injury in John Sarson, who we've not talked about this year, who could all fit in the striker role. John Sarson, by the way, a bit like, who was it? A bit like Hancock, the Australian centre mid. John Sarson was injured right at the start of the year after I signed him. I think it was 4 hours after I signed him, he got injured for a long time as well. It wasn't an insignificant injury. He broke his foot, but he is back. Maybe he's the man who can fill in a little bit, but I think I'm confident in our striking options. When I come back tomorrow and we've not managed many goals, well, you know what happened. Now, just before we leave, looking ahead, next episode, FA Cup first round, our draw was against Newport County, a team who are 22nd in League 2. They are battling it out at the foot of the Football League. It's not perhaps the most sexy of fixtures, but given what we've done so far, let's believe that it might be a winnable fixture. It's in only a few weeks' time. The fixture schedule remains packed for the foreseeable future, but that is when we're going to be back next time, and we might partner it up with the game against Marine, who are currently in 6th, and of course a team who in real life a couple of years ago went on their own little FA Cup run where they eventually played Tottenham. Yeah, maybe we can replicate their success in real life in Football Manager this year. But anyway, folks, that is going to wrap up everything from me today. I hope to see you tomorrow for the FA Cup. Things are getting spicy here. We've had a good first couple of months. Hopefully we're going to be able to ride things out with Mikulski out injured. Tomorrow, we'll see how we do. I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching as always. Drop a like if you enjoyed. And yeah, I'll catch you all on the next one. I'm out.